perfect knitted shamrock, an easy step-by-step tutorial. Hi guys, I'm Kristen and welcome to Studio Knit. The materials we will use are yarn, knitting needles, scissors, and a tapestry needle. As long as you have one of these little shamrocks, nobody can pinch you. To begin, we create our slip knot, and using the long tail cast on method, we are going to cast on 12 stitches. Now here on row 1, we are going to knit 4 stitches. Pretty simple so far. Now once you've knit those 4 stitches, we will do slip, slip, knit. This is a decrease. So we slip a stitch, and we slip a stitch, and then you go back through with your left needle through those 2 slipped stitches right there. Oh, it's a little tight. Okay, right there through the front, and we knit through that, so those 2 stitches get knit into one, and that's a decrease. Where we had 2 stitches, now there's 1. And our next decrease is super simple. It's knit 2 together, and again, where we had 2 stitches, now we have 1. And finishing up, it's again knitting 4 stitches, knitting 1, 2, 3, and 4. And with those decreases, now we have 10 stitches remaining. On row 2, we just knit all the way down the row. Next on row 3, we knit 3 stitches, and again, this is just like row 1. We slip, slip, and knit for our decrease. And then we will knit 2 together for our next decrease. And we finish up by knitting 3. Knitting 1, 2, and 3. Awesome! So now with those decreases, we have 8 stitches remaining. Okay, row 4, super simple. We just knit all the way down the row. Now on row 5, knitting 2. Knit 1 and knit 2. And for that decrease again, it's slip, slip, knit. And the next decrease is knit 2 together. And then we just finish up by knitting 2. Knit 1 and knit 2. So here we are. We have 6 stitches remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, row 6. So simple. We are going to just knit all the way down the row. Now, finishing up on our shamrock leaf here, we are going to slip, slip, knit. So those first 2 stitches get slipped, and we knit them together for a decrease. And then we're going to bind off 2. So we knit and then do our usual bind off by just taking that stitch and wrapping it around, again, bind off again, knit and bind off. So we've done 2 bind offs, and now we're going to finish up with slip and slip, whoop, and going back in through to do knit for that decrease. There we go. And lastly, we just bind off that last stitch there all the way around. Awesome. Okay, then just using our tapestry needle, just go through that last stitch. And we're just gonna weave that last end down to the middle, shape it a little bit, and you'll see that our shamrock clover leaf looks a lot like a heart. It's so cute. So once you've knitted 3 of these little shamrock leaves, just piece them together, and using our tapestry needle and the yarn ends that we already have, we simply tack them together any way that you choose. So cute. And so then once we're done, we'll have a lot of ends. And you know, this is a quick knit, so let's just make it easy. Let's just tie them off and cut them off. And then for our stem, I love the I-cord, super simple. I have a really great lesson on creating an I-cord. So if you haven't made one before, please go check it out. The description is below. And we are done. And if you would like to make your shamrocks maybe a little bit bigger, then simply use bigger yarn, bigger needles, or you could also cast on more stitches. Instead of 12, you could cast on 14, 16, 18, and then just carry the pattern through for about 3 or 4 rows, and then do the last row of bind off. And happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone! And thank you so much for watching Studio Knit. When you subscribe, you will receive a new knitting lesson every Monday. And go check out my latest video on how to knit the Irish moss stitch, as well as check out my latest knitting book feature. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!